NicknLex here.
Hey everyone!
How's it going, guys? So tonight we're gonna do a marathon.
Yes.
This
is for our dear friend Alex H. Thank you so much for requesting this marathon. Thank you for your patience. We have never heard, well, I have never heard Graaf Generator. I'm pretty sure I've read the name in the comments section before, but I really have no idea what to expect as far as genre, anything.
Well, yeah, just like it's so funny that you say I have never,
Well, because I don't want to speak for both of us. You've obviously never spoken about it, but maybe you knew it through something. But let's see at least the years. So we're going to be doing 2 songs back to back from different albums. The first one is from the album Still Life, and we're doing the title track Still Life.
That literally looks like the tree from the game.
1976. It does, yes.
I'm just playing a game for all you gamers out there called Elden Ring, and it has a tree like the cover.
Very cool. And then the second album is called Godbluff from 1975. I don't know if they're German or not. I guess we could look it up now or later or whenever, but...
Well, der Graaf means the count.
Okay.
But wann der Graaf Generator?
Maybe they're like, it sounds German, it sounds cool.
Yeah. But yeah, so I have no idea if this is metal, if this is jazz, if this is fusion. So we're going to do 2 songs for this marathon. And thank you so much, Alex, for this request. And let's dive into
excited
it.
because
Blindly as bats.
Blind, exactly. Yep. Blind, we have no idea what to expect. And those are typically the ones that woo, you know? Yes. So let's get started. Still
Life, that's kind of cool because Still Life is an art form.
Yeah.
You know? But there's another song by Iron Maiden that's Still Life as well. And you can check out the solo of that song on the channel, played by moi.
Yes. And I should also mention that he asked us to do the 2005 remastered version, so those are the 2 that we're going to be doing. So Still Life.
Thank you so much for the request.
Thank you, Alex.
Hope everybody enjoys.
All right, here we go.
Citadel reverberates to 1,000 voices now dumb. What have we become? What have we chosen to be? Now all history is reduced to the syllables
Reminds me of Peter Gabriel.
Name. Nothing can ever be the same. Now the immortals are here.
They're theatrical.
At the time, it seemed a reasonable course to harness all the force of life without the threat of death. But soon we found that boredom and inertia are not negatives, but all the law we know. Undead are will and words like survival. Arrival at immunity from all age, all fear and all end. Oh, why do I pretend our essence is distilled and all familiar taste is now drained and the purity is maintained? It leaves us sterile, living through the millions of years a laugh as close as any tear. Living, if you claim that all that entails is breathing, eating, defecating, screwing, drinking, spewing, sleeping, sinking ever down, and ultimately passing away. Time, which no longer has any meaning.
Bored by endless ecstasy, instead of the ring of which I hope to be engaged, to marry the girl who will live you forever. It's crazy and plainly that simply is not
very theatrical.
It gives me a big Floyd vibe. Like,
really?
Yeah, the way he's talking, like at the beginning, and it like gives me, I don't know, I really like it. It is theatrical. I love the like keyboards in there, very kind of like eerie.
It's very keyboard driven, the whole thing. Like I haven't heard a guitar yet. Maybe yes in the background, but it's so funny because that you say Pink Floyd, because the other day I was recording something and I was like, what's the keyboard that Richard Wright uses?
The Hammond.
Mm-hmm. And because I was looking it up when you were here, right?
No, you mentioned it in another.
Oh, there you go.
Right.
Well, I tend to repeat myself, sorry. But no. But but I just got at the beginning the whole like spoken thing.
Mm-hmm.
It sounded very like Peter Gabriel-esque.
Yeah.
Like early Peter Gabriel, like the concert we saw. But yeah, it could be like also Pink Floyd, but I don't hear it though.
Yeah, maybe when you go back with that in mind.
Maybe like very early Pink Floyd that I don't I haven't listened to. We could venture into that as well.
Oh yeah.
Like we started listening to Floyd more like me, Wish You Were Here, and you with metal.
Yeah, exactly.
And then everything before that, kind of like the one with the cow on the cover. I did have it, but it was just too weird for me when I was like an infant. Yeah. Everything with the other guy, with the other vocalist, I haven't really heard. But it's really cool. Yes. I love how it really began. Not very proggy, but it is, I think, prog.
I really like it though, because
Oh no, but I'm not saying that because it's not prog, it's not good. That's a very misconception. A lot of people, there's even a channel who analyzes like, why do people think that if it's not progressive, it's not good? No.
Right.
I say that in a good way.
Right.
It's not. It doesn't have like time changes or like different chord structures, but it's still great. It still sounds progressive, but not like Yes or Rush or stuff like that. You know?
Yes, I agree. You want to keep going?
Yeah, let's go. Let's continue.
Defying death and time. Everything we had is gone. Everything we labored for and favored more than earthly things reveals the hollow ring of false hope and false deliverance. Nuptial bed is made, the dowry has been paid, the toothless haggard features of eternity now welcome me between the sheets to couple with her withered body, my wife. Hers forever, hers forever, hers forever, in still life.
Very cool. I wonder if this is like a concept.
I was
record.
thinking that.
Like that it just continues the
I was
story.
wondering that too. Mm-hmm.
And that's like the opener. Is it the opener? Let's see.
No, I think it was the second song.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. Very long songs on this album.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. It's very cool.
Me too.
But yeah, it had a little bit of an eerie feeling, but it was mostly like very the bass was like right, and very lyric driven, very cool, like very interesting.
I agree.
Right. So let's continue with the Sleepwalkers, and let's see from the album Godbluff. 1, 2, and
senses dimmed in semi-sentient, only wheeling through this plane, only actually curtailed by the brain. But breathing, living, knowing, in some measure at least, the soul which roots the matter of both beauty and the beast. From what tools of blood of murder spring, from what flesh and blood of passion, all come from the air with the pendulum swing in deadly but deadly compassion. And every range
So right now it did remind me a little bit of Floyd because that, you know, that effect that he has, like that, how do you call it?
Like the
Spirophone or Spiro or that speaker you hold against your mouth. And
Graff.
yes,
Phonograph.
yeah, I don't know. But it also reminds me a little bit of David Bowie, like the and maybe like a little bit of Zappa. And they're very like odd.
It's very out there. I
It's
like
very,
it though.
yeah, it's very, very weird. But not to. I mean, I like it. I could. I if I wouldn't like it, I would be like all over. But it is kind of like odd.
It is
odd.
yeah.
You would have to get into it. It's not like an easy listening.
Right.
Yeah. Anything else you?
No,
would like
I think the same way. I think it's very like I'm making sure to. It's like I'm making sure to pay attention to everything that's going on. It's not something that like comes easily and you know. But I really am enjoying it because it is very different.
It is very different.
I like that. You want to keep going?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's go.
and every logic screaming in the face of the screen. The sting. And though I may be dreaming and reality stalls, I only know the meaning of sight and that's all. And that's nothing. The colors of the night, blood buckets, I should see that cryptic dark caverns call that to the fold. In time, a hollow wall will place these senses on into the singular end.
It's very out there. So that was I liked that section. It was very carnivalesque,
Yes.
very like circusy. And then I could have gone with that vibe a little bit longer now, but it's very progressive. I mean, it's very prog because they're changing like the genres of music like within. That's cool. Okay, let's keep going.
Wanderers muster now the dancing dead will take the shelter of their secure beds, waken to a slumber whose depths they dread, as if the ground they tread would give way in the solemn wet of men.
Oh, okay. There's like 10 seconds left, right? Let's see if something happens.
Yeah, I want to wait.
Because sometimes we've cut off. No.
Okay.
Okay. So that was very interesting. It was very interesting.
Very proggy. Like.
Yeah, it was. I think like the way I felt was when I played you like Spastic Ink. Like it's just too much. It's like overwhelming. It's like even though we listened to Yes and Rush and all this like crazy stuff, this was just too much. There was
like
too
too
much
out there, too.
It was
like,
too busy. It was too busy at times. I was just like the singing. It was
very intense. I don't know how like we say the replay or the rewatch value. You know, I don't know how many times I'll sit down to listen to this, but I did enjoy the experience because I'm like, oh my god, there's like so much going on.
Yeah, but but there was like so much going on that I couldn't keep up anymore, and I listened to like very weird music. So when music like overwhelms me, then it's like really overwhelming. Like, maybe these were just like tracks, and he wanted us to like experience something more out there than Yes,
right?
Because I think the band that's most out there when it comes to progressive in the 70s is like I think Yes, from the ones that I guess this one takes the cake,
right?
But it wasn't prog in a way that there were no guitar parts that were memorable.
You're right.
It was very like
75.
How can I find the right words? Because I did like it, but I didn't love it. You know. Like the singing, I think was way too busy at times. Like it was just like, and then he was going like I don't know what he's trying to do. That's his style, but it was kind of like for me, it was taking me out of the experience.
Okay. Yeah, I can see
you
that.
know? But I mean, I can't criticize a musician for what he creates. Like if he wants to sing like that, that's awesome.
But you are saying it's not your cup of tea, and that's totally fine.
It was in both songs that he was doing it, but it did remind me a little bit of Bowie there for a second. But just like the second track, when it started to get good, then it kind of like got.
They would change it.
They would change it into something. But so I guess it's very like piano driven or synthesizer driven. But I did like it, but I did miss a little bit more guitar. The bass was there, but it was kind of like overshadowed by the keyboards. So you couldn't really listen to it. And at the end, I was just like the last 3 minutes, I was like I don't know what to say anymore.
Yeah.
I was just like, okay, you've lost me. And it's like a shame to say, but I have to be honest. I don't want to like sugarcoat everything that we listen to. Because it was kind of like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, help me out here.
Yeah, I mean,
because we have the same taste.
Exactly.
I know you.
So I know exactly how you feel.
When you like something, I like it. When I don't like something, you have the same feeling because we have the same musical taste.
Yeah, I mean, you've obviously covered a lot of the stuff. I did, like I said, the replay value for me says a lot. It's like I'm comparing it to when we watch a very good movie. The movie's not even over yet, and I like look over at Nick and I'm like, I can't wait to watch this again,
Yeah.
And with this song, I'm like, okay, this is fun and interesting, but would I ever see myself thinking, oh, I'm gonna put some Graaf Generator, Sleepwalkers, or Still Life was, I think, easier to kind of listen to, but I'm interested in Still Life in the fact that at the end of that song, there were some very cool kind of elements there. So that's why you said, I wonder if it's a concept album, because if it is, I'd be interested to listen to that. But yeah, and that says a lot for me, the fact that I'm not going to not ever listen to this again, but ever sit down and say, this is what I'm in the mood for,
Right.
Or even anyone that I would think
I'm gonna show
comes
this
to mind, I'm gonna show them to.
Yeah.
And that,
I think like if I would show this to people, they're would be like, whoa, like chill. Like I've shown people some music and they've been like, yeah, it's good, but you know?
Right. And that's
and then
what
I
I'm
show
saying.
music to people and they're like, oh my God. So like, this is exactly, you said it so perfectly well. It's just like the musicianship. I mean, these musicians are obviously amazing. And just to play this, you have to have some kind of chart to remember all these parts.
And the fact that I can't like really 100% compare it to anything is cool.
No, yeah,
like
it's
they're
not,
doing their own thing.
It's
very
nothing like
admirable.
I've ever heard. It's nothing like ever. Like the only thing I can like compare it to, like in quotes, is like Frank Zappa, because we've heard some Frank Zappa and it's really out there. So I think this is like what they call more like I had the word, I was thinking about it when we were listening to it. It's more like avant-garde.
Oh, I knew you were going to use that word.
Because that's what they say. That's what they call this. This music is more like for the very deep. Like, I'm sure if we go on Prog Archives, this is gonna have a 5 because they want weird. As the weirder it gets, the more proggier it gets.
Yeah.
And maybe we're not ready for it. It's that not saying it sucks or anything.
Right.
It's just like I'm still not there. Like in 70s prog, because Dream Theater, for example, or like I don't know, like Riverside or
IQ.
like Stephen Wilson, always like brings you back. And you're like, and then it takes you back. But this was like non-stop, like intensity
Out there. Yeah.
And there comes a moment where it's just like, whoa. Like,
but you know what I like? That this is like another kind of side of the 70s. Because this is 75, 76, like Steely Dan and like other stuff that we've been listening
was
to.
happening.
Obviously, yeah, exactly. So it's really cool. I'm really happy that Alex requested this because it's a band we didn't know. We got to listen to 2 songs. Now we're not like and I know you're not like that either, judging the band by these 2 songs. So if you guys think there's something more digestible or another like starting point that we could try kicking it off again with them, let us know. Or what were your thoughts if this was the first time you were listening to this?
Yeah, but I'm sure
how was the first time you listened to this? Did you feel the same way?
I'm so curious like what people have to say, like, because most of our subscribers are all prog heads. And I want to see what they think. They have a lot of people suggested this in the comment section.
I vaguely recognize the name. It's not like other bands that I'm like, oh my gosh, I've never even seen this written out before, because I do more or less say I've seen that name mentioned, but I can't specifically remember any comments about it. So you guys let us know.
I wanted to recommend something to Alex. And I know this is it could be a little bit on the heavy side. If you don't know this band, check out Spiral Architect. Now, Spiral Architect is also it's very dense. Like, it's very heavy, but it's like, it felt like this. It's just very dense. Like, you never get a break. They never let you breathe, you know? This is not a bad thing. This is just a style, like, of music. So, Alex, check out Spiral Architect. I think it's on YouTube. You can find it, or on Spotify, and listen to that kind of like that feeling of like, okay, give me a little second, is not there. And that's like I think it's just a style, you know. So but I mean, it was a nice experience. Like I said, like Alexia said, I wouldn't listen to it right now. I might give it another chance, or maybe some other song, but right now I would like not listen to it.
Yes,
right now again. You know?
I agree.
So,
but you guys let us know what you thought. Again, if it was your first time, or how was your first time. It was very interesting. We love requests and marathons because we get to experience more that we didn't even know was out there. So
more
thank
is
you
more.
so much.
Like they say, more is less. But in this case, more is more.
They say funny. Less is more.
Yeah, less is more, but for me, more is more. And that's a stupid quote from somebody else. You guys know what I'm talking about. Okay, but
thank you, Alex.
Thank you so much, Alex, for this request. Maybe we're gonna do some Graaf Generator by ourselves. Who knows? Maybe we're gonna become super fans. Maybe we're never gonna listen to it again. It really is. It comes down to the moment. But thank you so much for the request. Thank you for everyone watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we see you in the next one.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.